Alright. Hello everyone, it's me, back with another video. I forgot to do this yesterday, but it is the final video for Dancing with the Stars, season 23, the finale, recap. I didn't watch the whole show because, um, I'm an hour behind the live broadcast. So already at 8 o'clock here, which is um, the end of the show everywhere, well, on the East Coast and Central Time. At the end of the show, I already knew who won. And so I didn't feel like I needed to watch anymore because, this season has really frustrated me, number one. Number two, it was just incredibly predictable. And though I'm not mad, it's just very predictable. Um, and then also, I've come to find out that I don't really care for Dancing with the Stars finales. Um, they give us 2 hours of things, and most of the stuff I don't really care for. Um, and then the stuff that I do care for, they wait until the last like 15 minutes to finish it up. Um, 15 to 20 minutes, because it's the last dance and then the results. So honestly, if they really wanted to, because not every star came back and performed again, if they really wanted to, they could get this show done in an hour and a half max. 2 hours is just pushing it. It's too much. I don't want to watch it that long, especially when you already know who's going to win, when it's that predictable, when there's nothing really that's keeping me watching the show, when you hear literally like 10 minutes before they say the results that so and so, let me just go ahead. Lori and Val won the show. And again, I'm not upset about that because she is the first Latina to ever win, second black female to win. So, I'm cool with that. And I hate that I have to do this now because I've had so many winners over the past few years that if I didn't bring my roll down, I would hate like at least 5 winners. As long as you have one dance that I'm fine, that I think is good, then I'm fine with you winning. Because of her Viennese waltz that she had, which I still think was her best dance of the season, it was still gorgeous. It was still, her movement quality was so much different during that dance than it had been ever in the season and ever before that point and ever after that point. I'm kind of curious as to what happened that particular week and why she was able to move like that and why Val was able to create a dance like that for only 1 week. It's very strange. But I'm not going to take that away from them, and I really am happy that I at least got to get that kind of dance from her one time, the kind of dancing I've been expecting. But otherwise, her fusion wasn't that great either. It was a lot of lifts, a lot of lifts, very content light. And even with the content, there's way more Argentine tango than there was foxtrot. And again, it was very heavy or lift heavy, content light. And also, it bugs me also that they announced that she was going on tour, um, literally like 15 minutes before um, the results were announced. Because the minute they said that, it's like, okay, well, we know who's going to win then. Because, why would they announce this right now? That kind of stuff just bugs me. It's like, okay, yeah, we get. It's just you see the ulterior motives behind things, and it's like she could have done this without anybody's help. She already went into the season favored to win. She could have done it without anyone's help, and I would have been completely fine with it. But because there was so much just producer interference and just manipulations and and things to, like with Mary Lou and Calvin, where they're literally like throwing them under the bus and throwing them to the wolves to lift up Lori and Jana. You know, it's very frustrating. Just like let the show play out. You know, Lori was in no, she wasn't not going to make the finals. That wasn't ever going to be an issue because they made the finals the top four. There was no way she was going to miss the top four. And if people wanted James to win, or if they wanted Calvin to win, or if they wanted somebody else to win, then that person was going to win. That's how it was going to go, and that's what we wanted. You know, we don't need to see all this extra stuff because, well, we got to have Lori on tour, and we need to sell tickets, and Lori is going to give us so much more publicity and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure, she'll give you publicity, but wouldn't it be more publicity if an unknown before the show won? Wouldn't that, you know, wouldn't that be a better story to sell? Wouldn't that get you more headlines and more views? So, you know, as a result, I saw on Twitter yesterday that the viewers were down 25% on the finale from last year, season 21. It's better to compare um, like fall seasons to fall seasons, and spring seasons to spring seasons, because they each have different things that affect them, but it's very similar fall season to fall season and spring season to spring season. Um, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, the ratings. They were down 25%. I read the article, and of course, we all know that articles can be misleading. So I read the article, and it was down 25% in what is it called? The wanted demo, the key demo. There we go. 18 to 49, it was down 49, not 49, 25% there, which is pretty substantial and it's pretty big. And it was down 19% in viewers overall, which is also pretty big. And that just shows a lot. It shows that what the show was doing didn't really work, because they wanted viewers. But I mean, you can tell if the show, like a lot of people who used to watch this show are getting turned off from it, because of all the stupid stuff that's going on behind the scenes that's really sneaking its way, not even sneaking, just like running its way out into every front, and just like, here's like the cast and all the dancing right here, and then right here is the producer interference, and people are seeing that. That's the first thing that they're seeing, and they're like, I'm done with this. This is not the show I signed up for. For me, I'm the same way. If I wanted to see stuff like this, if I wanted to see this drama and all this extra stuff for a reality show, I take myself over to Love and Hip Hop on Mondays and watch that instead of Dancing with the Stars, because they come on at the same time. I would just go watch that instead because, well, Love and Hip Hop comes on at like 6, an hour before Dancing with the Stars. But still, I would go over and take myself to watch that instead, because I know that's what I'm looking for when I go watch Love and Hip Hop or something like that. I'm looking for all the drama, and I'm looking for just like all the reality TV aspects of that show. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to go watch. So I go to do that. We know Dancing with the Stars is a reality show, but it's a competition and it's a dancing show. So it's all three of those combined. When the show first started and up until about season 15, I'm going to say, it was very much just about, okay, we have a bunch of celebrities out here. They're going to be paired with a pro dancer. They're going to dance week to week, and you vote. The judges score them, you vote. We put both of those combined, and the people who have the most votes and the highest judging scores combined move on regardless of anything else, and the person who doesn't is the person who's eliminated, person who has the most at the very end is the person who wins. And we are not going to interfere with that at all. And actually, I'm going to say that that kind of stopped right around season 10. Um, yeah, right around season 10, they started to see a little bit more manipulations, but just not as much. Um, then about season 12 was when you really started to see them pushing certain couples to the finale, because it is something that is beneficial for them. So like Chelsea Kane and Mark Ballas in season 12, they pushed her into the finals over Ralph Macchio with the winner take all cha cha, when the person who won that got a full 15 points extra and nobody else got 15 points, so it guaranteed them a spot in the finale. And thus, absolutely nobody was voting for them. It guaranteed them a spot in the finale. So, stuff like that. And I looked at the numbers because Pure DWTS did a numbers thing on that. And I went back and looked at it. And I think it was like some insane amount that Ralph had to get in order to beat her. And he wasn't going to get it. I think it was like over 70,000 votes. And, I was like, So, yeah, there's that. But then I would say when season 18 came around is when that manipulation kind of went twofold. It had kind of gone up and up and up and was on the rise, from season like 11 up and through season 15. Then 16, it took a step up. I think season 17, it kind of took a step down again because they were trying to do it, but every time they tried to push somebody or whatever, it always backfired and that person was gone. So it didn't work for them during season 17, and season 17 was season 17 was more of a true representation of who the public wanted in the finale and who the public wanted to win, versus the previous seasons where it was like kind of pushing people. But yeah, these past few seasons since Rob Wade took over have been like, okay, we need these people to get this far, and we need to just completely just bulldoze other people. And so you have people like, and even season 18, you have people like Charlie White, Nastia Lukin, who else? Wanye Morris, and Calvin Johnson, and Mary Lou Henner, who were all bulldozed over in order to make way for the people they wanted to get far. And it's very frustrating to see that. It's frustrating to see how the show's evolved. Congratulations to Lori, congratulations to James, congratulations to Calvin. They all did extremely well over the season, regardless of how I felt about them. They did well with what they were given. I personally would have loved to see Calvin or James win, but again, I'm fine with the Lori win. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, they had some new pros on stage at the finale. I know one was Robert Roldan from So You Think You Can Dance. They also were like dancing on ice, and that was stupid and unsafe. You could tell when Mary Lou and Tara were dancing together, they were moving extremely small because they didn't want to fall. So they were moving very, 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 very tiny. I think that's it. This is a longer video than I expected it to be, but I kind of just wanted to talk about that and get it off my chest. So yeah, that's the end of season 23. I'm guessing I will be back for season 24. Season 24 could very well be my last season, if they don't fix things. And I don't think they will. So until next time, I'll be back with another video soon. Probably next week, maybe even the end of this week. I don't know. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also just leave me anything you would like for me to talk about. And I will see you all soon. Bye.